Thank you for visiting our channel. Please like, share and subscribe for more exciting food videos. Welcome back to part 2. Now we'll continue and put everything together with practical tips you can use right away. Don't forget the quiet helpers. Salt makes the spices pop. Oil or ghee carries flavor and softens harsh edges. A small pinch of sugar can balance acidity, especially with canned tomatoes. If your curry gets too thick, a splash of water or vegetable broth loosens it without dulling it. A simple fish curry recipe you can make on a weeknight. This method fits in about 30 to 40 minutes, including simmer time. It's not a complicated recipe, but it has a clear order. If you rush the base, the curry can taste thin. If you cook the fish too long, it goes dry and breaks. Aim for medium heat while building the sauce, then shift to a gentle simmer. The fish should poach quietly, not boil. Boiling is the fastest way to toughen fish and cloud the sauce. You don't need a perfect ingredient list to start. Use what you have. Onion, garlic, ginger, spices, a main liquid, tomato and/or coconut milk, and an acid to finish. The rest is technique and timing. Step-by-step method: sauté, simmer, then gently cook the fish. Sauté the onion in oil or ghee with a pinch of salt. Cook 6 to 8 minutes until soft and lightly golden. If it browns too fast, lower the heat and add a splash of water. Add garlic and ginger and stir 30 to 60 seconds. When it smells fragrant, move on. If it starts to stick, reduce heat. Toast the spices for 30 to 60 seconds. Stir constantly. You should smell the spices bloom, not burn. Add tomato, fresh or canned, and cook it down until it turns darker and thicker, about 4 to 6 minutes. If you're using curry paste, add it here and cook it for a minute so it loses any raw edge. Pour in coconut milk and/or water or broth. Bring it to a gentle simmer, then cook 8 to 10 minutes so the flavors blend. Keep the heat low if using coconut milk so it stays smooth. Add the fish last. Nestle pieces into the sauce in a single layer. Simmer gently until opaque and the thickest piece flakes easily, usually 5 to 8 minutes depending on thickness. If you use a thermometer, aim for about 135 to 145 degrees Fahrenheit, then rest a minute in the hot sauce. If the sauce looks thin, simmer uncovered for a few minutes before adding fish. If it looks too thick, loosen it with a splash of water or broth. Stir gently, and don't chase the fish around the pot. Make it your own, spice level, coconut versus tomato, and quick add-ins. For a mild fish curry, keep chili low and use more coconut milk. For medium heat, add a chopped jalapeno or a pinch of red pepper flakes. For hot, use serrano or a small pinch of cayenne, then taste again after simmering. Coconut milk gives a silky, slightly sweet sauce that's great with cod, shrimp, or salmon. A tomato-forward sauce tastes brighter and lighter, and it pairs well with firmer white fish like halibut or mahi-mahi. Quick add-ins can make it feel like a full meal. Stir in a handful of spinach at the end until wilted. Add peas in the last 3 minutes. Bell pepper needs a bit longer, so add it with the simmering liquid. Chickpeas work too, but they're filling, so keep the fish portions generous. Finish with chopped cilantro, a squeeze of lime, and a small drizzle of coconut milk if you want a softer look and feel. Fish curry is often naturally gluten-free and dairy-free, but check labels on curry powders and pastes to be safe. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share and subscribe.